if you're a person who likes to drive and you never want to bike anywhere, having bike lanes means that some people are going to be out of their car and not on the road and out of your way. So that can help you with traffic.
This episode of CU Live is sponsored by our friends at MORPC, the Mid-Ohio Regional Planning Commission, and features stories about local and regional partners that envision and embrace innovative directions in economic prosperity, transportation, sustainability, and an inclusive Central Ohio. MORPC's transformative programming, innovative services, and public policy initiatives are designed to promote and support the vitality and growth in the region. For more information, visit morpc.org or click the link in the video description. Hi, welcome to CU Live. My name is Walker Evans. I'm the co-founder of ColumbusUnderground.com. Joining me today is Tobi Otulana, an associate planner at MORPC, the Mid-Ohio Regional Planning Commission. Hi, Tobi.
Hi, Walker.
Thanks for joining us today.
Glad to be here.
Wanted to talk to you today a little bit about complete streets as a concept. I know it's something that you have probably front of mind at MORPC with a lot of the things that you're working on, but I don't know if everybody completely understands what complete streets means. Can you give us, kind of the general definition of complete streets?
Sure. Complete streets are considered roadways that are safe and comfortable and equitable for every mode of transportation. They're streets where people, no matter who they are, whether their status, their race, their age, their ability, and no matter what mode of transportation they're using, whether they're driving, walking, biking, scootering, rollerblading, that they have the accommodations that they need to get to where they want to go in a way that's safe and comfortable and doesn't increase conflict with other roadway users.
Gotcha. So it's kind of counter to maybe the way that cities planned streets in the 1950s, where it was really just about moving cars from point A to point B just to get people to jobs and to home and get goods and services delivered without really a lot of consideration for pedestrians, bikes, buses. That was all maybe kind of alternative departments that weren't really a part of the planning from day one.
Right, yeah. Right. A lot of places, as there was the shift to kind of prioritizing the automobile as a mode of transportation, some places moved their bike and ped planning to parks departments, and it was more of a recreational view. But the idea of complete streets is that without accommodations for all modes, then the street is it's not complete, right? Like that's what it's about. And planners love trendy terms, and we love to come up with new phrases to say kind of the same thing, but complete streets is something that we've seen nationally, even internationally, kind of take hold. A lot of communities, counties, states even are adopting complete streets policies because there is this need to address the fact that it's not about just providing some facilities, maybe the bare minimum, but really making sure people are safe and comfortable no matter the mode.
Yeah. So to take an existing street and turn it into a complete street, some people just think, does that mean adding bike lanes? What does that process look like from like the planning point of view? From
a planning point of view, in order for a street to be complete, you really need to start with listening to what the people who use that facility are telling us. We need to evaluate safety. There's going to be an element of quantitative data and looking at things like crash statistics, looking at daily traffic, looking at average speeds. There's that quantitative side, but the real completing of the street happens when you're engaging people, when you're understanding lived experiences. That's when you can start to address certain problems. It's not just about adding bike lanes. It's not just about widening sidewalks. Even when we think about things like adding bike lanes and sidewalks, there is connotations in certain neighborhoods with those facilities that might not be in other areas. So that's why the engagement is super important. Providing a safe place for people to ride bikes looks differently on High Street than it does in a small, township on a residential corridor. Complete streets are not prescriptive. A bike lane does not mean that it is a complete street. Facilities have to be contextual. They have to provide safety and comfort for the types of users that are going to be on that roadway.
Yeah. Do you see conflicts between users? And I'm thinking a lot about here in Columbus, some of our major thoroughfares or arteries through some of our urban neighborhoods or even downtown for a long time have served just really to move traffic as quickly as possible on these 4-lane one-way streets. We've seen some of them converted to 2-way. We've seen others with bike lanes added, like 3rd and 4th, kind of through the Italian Village neighborhood. You do see kind of the rush hour commuters grumbling, like, why am I giving up a lane of traffic for a bike lane? Why this or that? But when you see hundreds or even thousands of new residents moving in, you need to take their needs into consideration. Is that accurate?
Yeah, absolutely. We were just talking about Insight 2050 and population growth. If Insight 2050 was a perfect prediction and 1 million people are here in 2050, and we don't change, we don't change the split of how people are moving around the region, there's going to be probably an extra for every 3 cars you're seeing on the road, add a couple, right? So that's not sustainable for our system. And complete streets, again, they're about accommodating everyone. And when you accommodate everyone, you actually make it safer and more comfortable for whatever mode that a person may be using. If you're a person who likes to drive and you never want to bike anywhere, having bike lanes means that some people are going to be out of their car and not on the road and out of your way. So that can help you with traffic, right? That separation, making sure everyone is safe and comfortable, it's a way of balancing out the transportation system as a whole.
Cool. That's a really great way to put it. So, yeah. Thanks for taking the time to talk with us a little bit about this today.
My pleasure.